Hey guys, it's Skyler, and today I am here with my Ancestry DNA results. This is really exciting because I've been into this for quite some time, and I really want to discover my African ancestry. Being Black, being African American, I know that my ancestry comes from the central and western countries of Africa, but I don't know exactly what countries. So I really wanted to find that out, and I got my results back. Before I share my results, I want to share my guess. I thought it would be kind of fun to guess what I think I am. So for my overall DNA breakdown, I think my DNA can range anywhere from 86% up into 90% for African, 13% down to 5% for European, and 1% down to 0% for Native American. So my official guess is 86% African, 13% for European, and 1% for Native American. And I came to this conclusion by just looking at my family line and also looking at other DNA result videos. I also want to guess what countries I think my DNA came from. So based off of Google Images, at first I thought my DNA came from Senegal, and then I was thinking the majority of it came from Nigeria. And then I went to YouTube and started watching ethnicity tag videos. So I saw a couple of people's videos from Central and West African countries. And when I came across some ladies from Congo, I said, that's it. That's where I'm from. That's my top region. Cameroon and Congo. I know that's where I'm from because I felt like my face looks so similar to theirs. So I was like, that's number one. And then the more I kept researching the pictures and watching people's videos, I felt like Nigeria wasn't a top region for me. I felt like Ivory Coast and Ghana was. Just looking at myself and looking at the people from Cameroon and Congo and Ivory Coast and Ghana, I felt like my face looked the most similar to theirs. And I also felt like I saw some Nigerian in me too. At first I was thinking, okay, I think my top region is from Cameroon and Congo, then Ivory Coast, Ghana, and then Nigeria. But then I'm like, no, I think it's mostly from Ivory Coast and Ghana. And I kept going back and forth between Ivory Coast and Ghana and Cameroon and Congo. I couldn't decide between the two on what I think my top is. So I just said, I feel like those are my top two regions. I felt like Nigeria is my third region. Benin and Togo is my fourth region. And then for my trace regions, in no particular order, I think it's Mali, Senegal, Africa, Southeastern Bantu, and Africa, South Central hunter-gatherers. Being African American, I know I might have some European DNA in me as well. Just looking at American history and my grandparents' last names and also other DNA result videos, I think my DNA comes from Ireland, Great Britain, Scandinavia, because it seems like a lot of people have Scandinavia in them, and also maybe some Europe West. I was debating on if I should look at my results in private or if I should show you guys my initial reaction. I wanted to do both, but of course you can't do both. So I already seen half of my results, and basically I saw my top 3 African regions. So I'll go ahead and share that with you guys now. So here's my ethnicity estimate. 35% is from Ivory Coast and Ghana, 23% Cameroon and Congo, 10% Benin and Togo. So when I first read that, I was so excited, I was so happy, I was all smiles, I was nervous, I was shaking a little bit inside, and it was just such a good feeling to finally know where my ancestors come from and to know what I have, what I am. It was just such an amazing feeling, and I just kept looking at it. And then once I kind of realized wait a minute, these were my top 2 guesses. So apparently I pretty much could figure out where I'm from. I didn't need the test. But it was just it just felt so good, a really good confirmation knowing that I was able to figure out where I'm from. So that was pretty cool. Also, the fact that I have 35% of my DNA comes from a certain region makes me happy as well, because I can easily identify with a group of people. Because I wasn't sure if I was going to have an even mixture of different African nations, or if I was going to have a majority of my DNA coming from one nation. And it turns out I have 35% of my DNA coming from Ivory Coast, and Ghana. So I was just so excited. I was so happy, and really, I wasn't really hoping for one thing or the other. It didn't really matter where I was from. I just want to know where I'm from. So it feels so amazing to know. Okay, so I have not seen my whole results yet, so I'm going to do that now. I know 68% of my DNA, which is the majority, but I'm missing 32% of it. So I'm kind of wondering what the rest of it is. So let me get right on into it. I'm so upset. I thought I had record on my camera, but apparently I guess it wasn't recording, and I just read my results, and I want to show you guys my initial reaction, but I don't know what happened. So I'm going to just go ahead and read it to you. I just opened it though. So here's my ethnicity estimate. Africa is 86%. Ivory Coast and Ghana 35%. Cameroon and Congo 23%. Benin and Togo 10%. Senegal 8%. Africa Southeastern Bantu 8%. And trace regions is 2%. And it's Nigeria that is 2%. And then for Asia, it's less than 1%. And that says it's primarily located in Russia, China, North Korea, South Korea, Mongolia, and places like that. And that's less than 1%. And then Europe is 13%. And they're all trace regions. So Scandinavia is 6%. Ireland is 2%. Finland, Northwest Russia is 2%. Great Britain is 2%. And Europe West is 1%. So I was just like, oh my goodness, that was my guess. I guessed Africa to be 86%. I guessed Europe to be 13%. And then I said Native American 1%. But instead it's Asia, less than 1%. So I'm kind of scared right now. Like, I pretty much knew myself. That's crazy. And then for Africa, Senegal was 8%. In the beginning, I thought that's where I was from. And also Nigeria showed up at 2%. And then for Europe, Scandinavia showed up, Ireland showed up, and Great Britain showed up. Oh, and Europe West showed up. So I pretty much knew myself. That's amazing. That's so cool. Wow, that's amazing to finally know. I just can't wait to keep doing research on these different groups, and also I'm going to go ahead and check out my DNA matches and see who they are as well. So I'm kind of interested in that. So now I'm going to play around with the site. I hope you guys enjoy the video. Also, if you're interested in it, I think you should take the test as well, because it's really interesting. I think we all come from the same people, and over time we migrated and changed and formed our own diverse groups, like all around the world. So it really doesn't matter what this person is, what he is, what she is, what they have, what he has, because we're all human. We're all in this together, you know? But I think it is fun and interesting just to find out what we are and who we relate to currently, and to find out what we have. So I am glad I took this test. It feels so amazing to know my African ancestry background, because before I was, you know, clueless. I had an idea of what areas, but I didn't know exactly what countries. So it just feels so amazing to finally know my background. If anybody is interested in knowing the timeline of my Ancestry DNA kit being processed, I put that in the description box. And thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye.